Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a wedding between two people in love in Lake Como, one of the most expensive weddings to have in Italy. However, in this case, a lot of people were upset by what the groom has done. And like all things happening in the internet, when you decide to share your personal or private life or anything like that, it may cause an uproar and a huge wave of opinions do strike. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
I know that you hate me.
Now in this clip, you see a whole compilation of just mini clips of what is going to be a beautiful wedding in Italy, right? You know, just having everything all together, having the scenery, the view, the location, everything. But that's not what caused most people on the internet to be upset. Here's a clip of what made them upset. Okay, so what you saw was the groom giving a champagne shower to his bride. A lot of people were very upset about that. In fact, it's honestly pretty crazy for the fact that a lot of people just automatically assume that he's a walking red flag. They say, oh, divorce this man, right? It's crazy. While in my most humble opinion, as someone who is with a man with a golden retriever personality, yes, I assumed the man was just having fun with his wife. It's crazy. It's like, oh, divorce him. I would have already divorced him. And no, I wouldn't have followed through with anything, with the rest of this wedding, or I would have been done. All this, it's crazy the opinions that you hear from such unhappy people. People who are single, people who are not married, people who don't understand that not every woman in the world is always going to be super duper serious. She's probably like how I am to my husband. I just love having fun with him and doing things to mess with him, to annoy him, to get on his nerves. And yet we both laugh about it. But I guess, the opinion that I'm seeing is that they're so focused on how you look during the wedding, how you are dressed during the wedding, your makeup, the hair, the money that is spent, when really this is just one whole day that you spent an endless amount of money on for a bunch of people to show up and see you walk down the aisle for free, by the way, and to act like that is the most important part of the wedding when it's not. The most important part of the wedding is the marriage that has been made by two people who love each other unconditionally. But it's crazy where I hear a lot of these ladies only focus on the grandeur and not actually focus on the whole reason of the ceremony. But hey, to each their own, right? That's their only focus, is to look glamorous and to be perfect. To me, it doesn't even matter. If I were her, I would have had so much fun about it, because I'm only going to wear that wedding dress one time. I'm only going to have my hair done like that maybe once in a blue moon. And I'm only going to have a makeup artist do my makeup one time that I paid her to do. And she shouldn't honestly throw a fit about it, because I paid you. You got your money. Go on about your life now. The funny thing about that is that the woman, I believe her name is Crystal, she actually was arguing and responding to the people, telling them it was raining already. So everything was already kind of like being ruined before the champagne. And she did not pay it any mind. She had so much fun about it. She was not upset. She was not upset at all. And yet people are assuming that based on her demeanor that she was upset. People want to assume so much about what was going on in her mind when they don't even know themselves. Like, can we just leave happy people alone? Or do you guys honestly feel the need to assume that much out of a happy couple? Because to me, what it sounds like is a lot of people are just hateful, jealous, projecting, etc. And usually it is coming from the women that don't have a ring on their finger. Now, I will admit that based on how she was acting, too much champagne in that mouth was getting a little crazy, so she pushed it away just so she can get a chance to swallow it. However, her husband did nothing wrong here, and even he gave her the bottle and told her, here, just shake it and spray it on me too. He wanted her to get involved. It'd be different if he wasn't doing that at all. If he did that and then took the bottle away and just let her look miserable. That's completely different. Or when, the typical shoving cake in the face violently or aggressively in such a way that it can hurt the person. Like, we're talking like neck jerking and head freaking jerk back and everything. That's completely different. But he thought it would be fun. He's having fun with his wife. We don't know what their relationship is like. And yet, people just always had something so negative to say. But honestly, for me, it just shows exactly where most of their head is at. That's my point exactly, and how women view weddings and how they view things. Because I didn't have a wedding. I did not want a wedding. I wanted to use my money that I was going to save for said wedding and instead utilize it for the honeymoon. I didn't need to spend all that money. It's really not necessary for me. I don't like that. I don't like that type of attention. Maybe some people do. I'm one of those that don't. And here's also a clip of what they didn't show after the champagne shower, after everything that was going on. You see? No harm, no foul, nothing. She was perfectly happy. This is her special day along with her man's special day. It's not just about the bride. It is not just about the groom. It was about two people getting married and celebrating their love with family and other loved ones in their life. It's really not hard to comprehend. So it just didn't end with the harassment that they were receiving for a while now, by people who were just making such terrible and just disgusting assumptions about their relationship. Cole Hennessy, which is the groom, is the one that is being harassed along with his wife, have both made their accounts private, and which I think is a good idea, because I would be fed up with the harassment of people being so disgusting and so negative about my marriage and about my relationship with someone I love. Although I did laugh at one post that he said that. I don't know if anyone could ever find it. If you can, leave a comment below and let me know. He did make a post posting this, while getting canceled for having fun with my bride. It's pretty hilarious, but it was a photo of a clip or a photo of Cole and his wife, smiling and having a grand old time while everybody is still looking at it like as though he had no remorse for what he did or anything like that, or just, doubling down on everything. And making it seem like he's just forcing her to be happy. It's just so disgusting how people think. My thing is why can't people just let her and her man be when they are clearly happy? But that's just not how it works for people. People on the internet have nothing else better to do with themselves, with their lives. They're so unhappy. You know, whatever. It is what it is, but good on them. I envy the fact that they had such a very beautiful wedding. I am like, wow. Beautiful wedding. Very expensive too, by the way. But you know what? To them, it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about how much they spent, how much effort was put onto this wedding. It was about their love and celebrating that. And yet, people just don't want to let it go because people forget that obviously y'all are caught up in the materialism. You guys are caught up with, oh, how much money I spent, how much I did this, how much I did that. Girl, bye. So I guess that's it for now. If you have any opinions that you would like to share, anything possible, please go to the comments down below. Hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. And also 2 things that we want to address. Today is June 16th. That means it is Father's Day. So because it is Father's Day, and to all the awesome dads out there in the world, mwah, happy Father's Day. You guys all deserve it. And we also want to address that because it is June, please check on the men and make sure that they're doing okay, because they never talk about it enough. But it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we want to address that it is okay to not be okay. And if you always need help and support, please don't be afraid to call out for it. Please don't be afraid to talk about it. It's never talked about enough. It's a lot of things that men go through in this world. So please be their biggest support. They need it. They don't get a lot of it. And until then, peace, love, take care.